Hi, my name is Trudy and welcome back to another Vlogmas video, and today I wanted to share with you my festive reads. So I've got my Kindle reader, well it's not a reader, it's a Kindle Fire, but I've got the Kindle app downloaded on here. I have also got it on my phone, but I quite like this is a bit bigger. So I have found reading, like, it just helps give my brain a rest. So I'm constantly, like at the minute, I feel like I've got quite an overactive brain. So I'm constantly worrying about stuff or thinking about things or stressing, and like I have a whole lot of chatter happening. But when I'm reading, it's like I'm just focused on the story. I don't have time or capacity in my brain to hold anything else apart from the story. And that for me just is quite nice, just even if it's like of an evening before I go to bed, or when I'm feeling like there's a lot, if I can carve out an hour, half an hour to just sit with a book, it really does help refresh me because it gives my brain a bit of a rest. Now I have to be careful and I have to be quite disciplined, because once I start, I'm then like, I just need to read to the end of this page and the end of this chapter, and I can be sidetracked, like I can make the rest of the problems worse because I've just spent way too long reading a book. So that's just a bit of a health warning, that if you find that you're like that and you've got like the washing up to get done or the ironing or Christmas present wrapping, maybe just make sure that you have the book as a treat after you've finished the chore rather than beforehand, and then you don't even start the chore. And that's speaking from somebody who knows. So what have I been reading? The first book that I have read so far is The Christmas Tree Farm. So if you remember in Vlogtober, I read The Pumpkin Spice Cafe and The Cinnamon Bun Store, and these books are part of a series all and around this sort of lovely little village where people meet and fall in love, and all of the nice feels like that. So this was a story about it was I'm just gonna say it's one of those Hallmark Christmas stories. So she was, and I think quite a few of the what I've read so far has got that whole Hallmark feel, if you know what I mean. So yeah, about somebody who left her life to go and live in a remote village on a Christmas tree farm. So that was the first one I read. I have then read, I'm going to go backwards then. I'm trying to think which one I'm reading now. I then read Christmas Every Day by Beth Moran. I don't even remember what that one was about. That's bad. But it was quite, as I said, it was quite nice. They're all just like I say, like not like just the Christmassy feel-good films. I will remember it in a minute. Then I have read Winter Nights at the Bay Bookshop, which is about a bookshop owner who takes on a member of staff. And then there's like a subplot around somebody who is like gifting books around their town. I'm struggling now for the other one. Anyway, and then I'm currently reading, is it another Beth Moran one, which is the most wonderful time of the year. And again, it's the story of a woman who has left her life to live somewhere remote, and she meets a helpful person along the way. But there is, I've not finished this one yet, but I do feel like there's there's a bit of a bit more substance, because you read through the book and the reasons why she's moved haven't yet become entirely clear. So I'm quite keen to get to the end of it, because I'm interested in finding out what her backstory was. But yeah, they're the 4 books that I have been reading and am currently reading. I would like to be able to say I can remember what the Christmas Everyday was, but I can't. Any guesses? That having had just a quick sort of recap, it's about a young lady that's left her life and gone to live in a rundown place in a village. No wonder I couldn't differentiate between them, because pretty much 3 out of the 4 books have been around the same premise. But actually reading it, I did enjoy it. It's just that whole, do you know, like when you watch the Christmas movies and it's always like the main character, usually a woman, occasionally has been male leads, but generally the main character has had some sort of existential crisis. They've like broken up from someone or lost their job or whatever, and get sent to a picturesque Christmassy village to then or fled to. So they either get sent somewhere because they've in a will something, or gone to visit long lost family, or gone to close down a vineyard, or close down a shop, or running away to live somewhere. Generally, gets to said village that is all very lovely, quite often Christmassy themed, like and meets the other main character, who they either don't get on with immediately, but there's that spark, or do get on because they've come to their rescue. And then the rest is as you would expect to play out. It's like they all follow a very similar theme, but it's Christmas and I'm loving it. So yeah, those are the 4 books I've been reading this season. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to go to from January, February, because like during the summer, I like the summery novels. I've loved the autumn vibe ones. Christmas is like in a league of its own. I don't know what else is coming. The cafe books series, I know there's a few more in that one to read, because it sort of picks out different people from different parts of that little town. So I'm definitely going to carry on with those. But if you have got any like recommendations for me to pick up from January, then I would be interested in hearing them. So please do drop them in the comments below. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.